Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this moment. Welcome to 228th edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, the market, as usual, have started on what on a flat note this morning, despite the positive close of some of the market in a mature market. But as we speak now, most of this market are flat. Some are just inching up into a green position, but most of the market, both in Asia, in Europe, and in US, are still what are still flat. While in Africa, a market is still mixed as we speak now. But the good thing is that all eyes what are the expectation of the Fed chairman, testifying before the Senate, Senate Banking Committee, today about the intention and what they've achieved with their aggressive rate hike, and that market is a bit flat in expectation. Investors are in a form of that weary or waiting to see, sitting on the sideline to see the outcome of the meeting, what is going to say there, and that also give a clear direction where the market is going from here. But I believe that generally, as we speak now, all eyes are what on the outcome of that briefing today that will come from the Fed chairman before the Senate, Banking Committee of U.S. Assembly, and that also give investors an insight to what is expected to do. But despite that, this expectation, the U.S. Treasury bill and bond yield continue to oscillate, going to go up and down and narrowing below the highest 4%, and that also is a plus for the market. But the more it comes to, lower from that 4%, the better for the market. And also, don't forget that also as all eyes on this meeting today. But Wall Street trade, or the traders there are still the index at Wall Street is still very mixed. It closed unchanged as at yesterday, very flat, but this morning it still remain that well, because of what investors concerned, to see what is going to say and the chairman going to say at the end, and that also form where the next move will come from this US stock market indices, where they are heading to. And don't forget that this also reflecting that investors or participation of traders or investors in the market is witnessing what a kind of sit on the fence and watch. And I believe that as they continue to get information, and that's also going to shape the market. Asia market is not left behind at this early hour. Even when Reserve Bank of Australia have announced what hike in policy rate, from by 25 basic point to around 3.6% from 3.35 the previous meeting. These are the things also, though those markets are also trying to digest and how it's going to play out, and this also affecting some currency. All eyes on what is going to be the outcome of this briefing today once it becomes clearer, and that's also the positive data that's emanating from China has also supported both the commodity market and the commodity market, the oil market, and also expectation that this is going to show kind of a spillover to other countries, because being the second largest economy, and at the same time having transaction with other countries as far their activities, their economic data are expanding or increasing or giving a positive green. It shows that business transaction with other counterpart countries also will be positive, because they are the one that demand, and if that is continuing, they ask the world. So for me, it's a plus for the global economy, because China remain a big player in the world, in the oil market, in the commodity market. Once the economy is looking good, for me, it's also a plus for what for the global economy. These are the things that are playing out both in currency and also in the market and other commodity market. That's why I say any assets you are trading, whether you are trading FS, you are trading a commodity, you are trading a stock, or we call it futures, whatever you are trading, it's good to have a plan. Like I said yesterday, once you have a plan and trade your plan, I will tell you, no matter the oscillation we're expecting in the market, you will always be on the better side of the market. And this is the state of the market as we speak. US market is, as we speak now, like I said earlier, is relatively flat this morning, and that as a result of what, as I said earlier, all eyes are what on the outcome of Fed chairman meeting meeting with the Senate Committee on Banking, and that also. But the good thing is that despite that the market is somehow flat, we are seeing that the greens are coming up a little now. At this hour, we are seeing that all the indicators are in green, but with marginal gains in the green. Also in Europe market, we are seeing also all the indicators there has also spring up more into what into green at this hour, but not on a huge gain. You can see that all 0.1%, 0.1%. You can see that means also on a flat note, but we are seeing that it's gradually looking up, but can see the most same flat what it looked yesterday. But for me, it's a good one as all eyes on what on the demand meeting the Fed chairman before the Congress today to tell more about the monetary policy, the future for the monetary policy. Where are they heading to from here? So that it will guide what it will guide the inflation and also the economy will know where they are heading. Because I said it earlier in this class that the more you tighten your your interest rate, the more you are doing you are doing harm to the economy. And according to them, before now, we're hearing that say there's disinflationary. That means there's no if there's disinflationary, why they plan to increase the rate dramatically aggressive. That's why I think that's why I want to sort it out. And also, the Bank of England, they also is planning that with inflation data just slightly down a little to prove a little stability in the economy. What they're looking at that they're looking at what is happening in Australia, Australian bank, also other ones are also looking at what it will be the whole core of the central banks. European, Bank of England, Bank of England, European Central Bank, that of Bank of Australia, Australia Central Bank. All these are also looking at hiking rate and want to know because if it is 50 basic points rate they work, they want to also know because in their next meeting, these are going to play out and that also form where others will be going, where funds will flow into. That's why every eye is on what on this central banks to know exactly where they are going. Don't forget that also down here, this month also we're all expecting to see our MPC meeting here in Nigeria. To see also look at where they're going. But as events are unfolding today, as of today, you can see what happened as we saw the business activities for the month of February, how it went under. We saw a little what happened in inflation in the month of January. We also seen expecting to see inflation figure by next week for the month of February. These are the things that will play out, and also what they are doing. They want to raise the almost a many trillion from the treasury market, the fixed income market. What is it on a high rate? We saw what conspire in the last treasury bill, which another one is coming tomorrow, moving from almost from 2.4 to almost 9.9. Can see are they going to come back again lower or going to go higher? That's why I can see that liquidity is still waiting, and that is why after this period, we know where the market is holding, is heading to. Is very very important for us to know. And like I said earlier, the oil price has really rebounded this morning, and as a result of what the renew and the optimism of China economy because of what the positive, stronger economic data that shows the strong recovery from that zone, and that has also triggered the price of oil. Despite as US officials are calling for increased production as a result of increased consumption, the price will be relatively stable. But now that we are seeing increasing demand, don't forget that it's a simple economic law. When there is high demand, there want to be what to be high prices, and that's why US is calling for what increase what in production of oil so that even as the demand is increasing at this time, price will not skyrocket. And I believe that for those that are oil producing countries, all of them will be looking at price to go up because they want to enjoy what the high prices for their product. But why those that are buying, those that are consuming want to want the price to come down. And that's why for us here in Nigeria that are into crude oil production, we pray that what we are seeing in terms of output consistent that has improved as a result of government checking the oil theft and also the balance of the pipeline has reduced. We expect that also convert into money so that central bank can see enough money to do a lot of activities after we are seeing our national reserve moving down for the past 1 or 2 months as published by CPN in their site. So that means we need to look at all this to go to inform our so that we inform our decision. But for me, as crude oil price we are looking up now. We expect that those that are oil producing also be happy, and we expect that with the economic data that are coming from China, we might see a better GDP for China looking to the forward into the future, and that will also help us to make information. As Asia also, is a being giant in that zone, we believe that that also impact that domain. I think that this February that data is okay, and they are good to work also. And don't forget that also US and America, US or America, what we call it, you can see that also we expect to see if range is a bit stable, that will also trigger economic expansion of that environment. That is how to look at investment environment as we speak. Yeah, this morning, looking down here, we want to look at what is happening in the market. I've seen that most companies are continuing to notify the exchange of their board meetings to announce their finance. We saw Okumu this morning, and we also talk about First Bank, FBN Holding, and one other company they're notifying about what change in their board. These are what is happening now. But don't forget that the major companies have released their audited account and also announced their dividend. Market is also processing it and also expecting orders. That's why I see this market in this mode. Look at the market as I just discussed. Market is also side trending. Even this morning, I think that market is likely in that mood of support. The good thing that market is still trading above the T line, but we are seeing already sign of weakness as people are waiting to see results. And that's why I said in this month of March, as I've said earlier, those that read my forecast for this month, I said we want to expect a missed trend in the month of March. I'm not surprised. And also don't forget this also we expect to see some price adjustment for dividend, and after post dividend adjustment we expect to see the market also oscillate in expectation of what the handover ceremony, and to see the team and also the economic policy that will be chalking out by the new administration by June, because by 29 May we expect the handover to be done, and that if it is it happens, that would be a good way to see. But I believe that there's for capital market and the stock market, we expect to see a good year 2023 and also in 2024. But I believe that once we to get the right people into and also the right policies are put in place, we believe that in 2024 we expect to then that stability that will attract foreign investors will start coming, because we need to assure that the CBN rule is not controlled by that statement moving in another direction, why the court is also saying another thing entirely. For that, we expect all these things to play out, and that also give direction. Once we get it right, I believe that the economic reset we are looking at, the financial market reset, and the political reset, all will also support the capital market. We believe that the president-elect has a understanding of economic working, and that will also be a plus. The market volatility is likely to continue as major big names in the market had released their full year 2022 earnings and dividend announced before now. As market expect more of the corporate earnings, I believe that this also have a will more of corporate numbers as they will also the parliament. Even in the midst of this expectation, the up and down movement will persist in a bull or a bear market, as well as it will be hard for any trader or any investor without a good trading plan or tools to survive in that kind of market. That's why this class is going on, so that you know how to use your technical tools and understand the application, so that you will stay ahead of the market. You must know how to use this tool and apply it, whether you're a short-term player or a long-term player. You know how to combine your technical analysis with your fundamental, so that you can know where the market is going and know exactly when to jump out and when to stay in the market. That's why setting up your investment objective from the one, your entry strategy, is very, very key. Because if you will continue either in a down market or in an up market, you must know how to catch the direction of the market. And when we come to technical analysis, that's why I always start telling you, you must know the full direction of the market. Look at the time price action, look at the time and also the momentum to know whether the strength behind the market is a positive one or negative one. Once you have that at the back of your mind, you will take decision ahead before other indicators will give you sign. That's why you must know how to use these technical tools, and also must understand the application, so that it will help you at the end of the day. And that is why this live class is making it easier and simpler for investors or traders to understand the application of chart reading in your investment decision or your trading selection. You must understand it, because this is the only thing you gain at the end of the day, that you must want to know fundamental is coming, what is the market reaction, what is the perception, what is sentiment. If you understand all this, you will not be caught in the web, because you take action before anything happens, because you understand what you are doing. Whether you are short or long term investor, technical analysis will work for you. that means you must apply it. You must apply it so that you can stay ahead of the market, no matter the situation of the market or what you are trading. You must know how to apply this. It's very, very important. When you are doing, the exact breakdown of this technical analysis is very, very important. You must understand that before you jump into any market, the key trading framework you need to have or know or have in your mind before jumping into the market at one. You must look at what is the general direction of the market. That is what you want to look at. Where is the market heading to? It's very, very important. After looking at what the general market is heading to, then you now look at what the sector where you want to enter. Where is that sector heading to? Technically, you are looking at it. Other information are there, but you need to know where is the general market going to. Yes, and also now I've said that most of the big names, or the high cap stock have released their word, have released their potential, and they've announced dividend. That's why the market is a bit, in this mood, because the life of Dangote, the life of Wasman, the life of Wapo, the life of Nestle, Steplat, MTN. These are the highly priced stock, and they've released their word. Their result, and they've announced their dividend, and all processing towards the markdown date, where you can see another move. That's why you see market almost tested the 56,000 mark and pull back, and since then interest are trending. Say that something is holding the market. It's just market for another information for a breakout or what on the down. That's why I said volatility will continue either in a downtrend or an uptrend, but you must know where you are so that you won't panic out of the market at any time that you are about to make money. But when there's no sign that the market is going in your favor, you exit and book cash. There's no crime or no punishment for holding cash. Cash is king at any time, because once you have cash, you know exactly the time to jump into any trade or the time to work to stay out of the market. That's why you must know how to do your technical analysis, at any given time. Like I said, you must first of all consider the general. First of all, consider the general market. You are when you are in the market trading. Look at where the market is going. Look at where the market is going. At the same time, you look at the sector where you want to enter, what is happening in that sector. Then you now see the working of what, or the price action. Is it what is the candlestick formation? Where is it going? Is it on uptrend? Because there are three major side movements of any market. Market is either an uptrend, a downtrend, or what, in a sideways movement. These are the things you want to know. Is it side trending? Or is it an uptrend or a downtrend? These are the three basic where the market. And also you look at what is trend. If it's going up, what is the trend behind that uptrend? Is it strong? That's why you look at what momentum. The timing, I tell you that timing and price is very, very important. Like now, we're already in any season. What time are we now? Are we expecting what is happening now? What is expected to happen tomorrow? What are we expecting more results? Are we in any season? This timing is also very, very important, so that it will help you to know the kind of market sentiment that will be around for what you are seeing, so that at the end of the day, you're able to make what informed investment decisions, so that you will not be sitting on the fence, or you will not be just knowing what you don't know what is happening. You must use this. And at the end of the day, after concentrating the direction, price action, you look at the timing for market time. You need to look at it to see the period where you are, the season of where you are. Very, very important. That's why seasonality is also very key. And also look at what momentum to know how far the trend will go, or the strength behind what the move. You need to understand this. It's very, very key. Once you're able to key into it and you get it right, I will tell you that the market will be at your what? At your fingertip, so that you go in and are people wondering how this guy make money. It's because you are applying what you know. That's why I tell you that trade is about what? Combining knowledge, insight, and what, having your tools. If you have knowledge, you don't have tools, you'll be guessing. But when you have knowledge, you combine with tools, see, you get the market right. I think that's why I encourage any one of us in this class that have tools. When you have tools, you go for your work, your technical tools. Let me install in your laptop, so that you can always use it. Then also there are also where you can get other tools that you can adjust to put your indicators and others to help you make what informed investment decision. Right away, we want to go to the market itself to see what is happening in the market. As to speak now, the market is reading 55,000 570.57. Market is down by 25.70. Market is down by 0.08 as we speak. Like the time market is the market position now in terms of index. As we speak now, we're having 11th losers and 6 gainers in the market. You can see that the market is still slightly down. and we're having a negative market breadth already. Like I said, that as the major players have released their results, all eyes are on the one that we're expecting, like what we saw in the life of Julius Berger yesterday, where all eyes are on what to see where the market is going from here. And if you look at the losers, the top losers as we speak, you can see that profit taking has already taken issue in some stock. As we speak, you can see that QTs is one leading the loser chart now, followed by Unity Bank. You can see ROT Bisco, Honeywell, and what and Japan Gold. These are the one on the loser top loser 5. Then if you look at the gainers chart, you can see that the numbers of gainers chart has also increased. But you can see that Caverton is one leading with almost 9%, followed by Transcorp going back again to around 34. Now we're also seeing Champs, and that the Champs has made it a successful application despite that it's a low cap stock sitting around the 27. Then you can see the life of Owando coming back on the gainer start around 4 naira 50 kobo as we speak, and the FCMB also on the gainer start this hour. Then if you look at the in terms of volume, the volume chart, you can see that WAPCO is still leading at 27 naira, having about 7.7 million shares traded so far. Julius Berger is also following on that chart, still trading around 26.95, but we are seeing that the volume traded so far is 5.2 million shares for Julius Berger. We are seeing Zenith Bank maintaining 26.25, 4.6 million shares traded. Dangote Sugar also 1930, also 3.2 million shares traded so far, and Japan Gold at 27 kobo, 3.1 million shares. These are the top in terms of volume. You can see that investors are still looking at those dividend paying stocks that they're still expecting, especially you saw the dividend payout for WAPCO and that of Zenith Bank expectation, Julius Berger expectation, and that of what of Dangote Sugar. You can see that this payment from Dangote Sugar and WAPCO shows that investors are looking at. Yes, these companies are still positive in terms of performance. What's the future of these companies? I can see that people are still taking. You can see that volume. That's why the price of WAPCO has not changed from 7 for like almost 2 days now. I think that people are still taking volume position because of the yield in that company with the price then they paid considered to others in that sector where it operates. This is the position of the market. Yes, like to back to what to the chart. Chart is very very important for us as this class concerned. You can see here. I believe you are seeing. Let me call the indicators first so that I will zoom in so that you can see what I'm saying. Trying to explain now that the market is on what on the sideways movement, what we call a ranging market. After these numbers, I'll see the market. That means investors are looking to see where the market will go from here, and that is a good expectation that once you are seeing the numbers, how is the market reacting to these numbers is also very very important for we traders. And when I say this market is not for traders, they will be wondering. For those that really have to portfolio can manage the position, but for those that are pure traders, need to wait to see after the markdown dates for this company as they pull back the positioning for what for the second quarter of the year, knowing that second quarter of the year is the most active sector, especially as we expect to see a new government coming in, expect to come with reforms. Yes, it might not start immediately, but once we start seeing where they are going, you can see that position taking also ahead of manifesting of these plans of the government will also guide investment. That for me, there's no cause for alarm in the market, but we'll keep our eyes into what is happening in the market so that we take the right investment decision. Yes, quickly, I need to call also the MACD here. Last time we used let's call a MACD. The lagging indicator was still very, very helpful when it comes to decision taking. Yes, this is the position of the market. Like I said, let's see what the market is doing here. I want to look at it. You can see that the market, if you look at what the market is doing here, from here to here, you can see that since this green here, market tested almost 55,984. I see that almost at this point too, it didn't break out. As the market has shown a sign here, this is a very bullish sign for candlestick, but it failed the next day up. I see that up now this hour is also slightly in red and volume is relatively small. Our money flow is looking down to be around the 65. That's why it's above 50. It's a sign of weakness from coming down from as high as well 74. You can see, but we can see that also MACD has not confirmed a bullish trend, but still in that move, any point of the market can confirm a bullish, bearish trend down. It's already on a bullish trend up to now, but you can see market is already to give way. But I tell you, once market see any trigger from here, you might see a breakout up. Market is waiting for a trigger, some of more earnings and also information, and as all eyes also be looking at the outcome of tomorrow, treasury option market, and also next week, I mean 2 weeks to come now, we also be looking at after the elections of Saturday, what eyes will be on when the inflation figure for the month of February, that is the consumer price index, and also we are looking at to see what the MPC meeting in the month of in this month 2023, 22nd of March, that it is operation of the market. But that is why if you open market like that, after seeing you want to look at the weekly as a trader, when we have seen market direction, you go back and see what is the market position on a weekly chart. You look at it here, market is still very, very positive. You can see where it is, but you can see that the price action is far from a word signal and profit. But if you look at the MACD, it's also telling that MACD is now bullish. Now you can see on the weekly chart, but also consider this. Then you quickly go for daily chart that we have done already. Then next you look at your 1 hour chart. As you open trade for it to you can see that it's still market on the 1 hour chart is still flat here. You can see, and also you can see that the money flow is looking up. Why is still bearish on MACD? Then the last one you can look at, you can go as well as looking at what 15 minutes chart to see what is the chart doing in that 15 minutes chart. It's very, very key because on 15 minutes chart, market is still flat on the T line. As the money flow is also looking up on a 15 minute chart, while MACD is also on on a kind of side trending or a flat position on MACD. These are what to look at when you are trading. Quick one, let's go back to see the story that I performed this morning. That we can look at. Let's chart what is happening in Transcorp. A Transcorp resurrecting. Look at the Transcorp after they delayed in their announcing their results, after notifying the market that the board of directors approved their audited account and the dividend have been recommended. Yet market have not seen a drop from as high as 1 naira 47 kobo to almost another 127 before going back to 34 this morning. Let's see the trend. Is sustainable? Let's look at it together. The chart will tell us what is happening. In a 15-minute chart, the stock is below the T line and money flow is also flat here, and thus it's still here to confirm a bearish trend for stimulus. Once it cross down the down, that's what because but you can see here the last 15 minutes the stock is well. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. These are the things we look at on 1 hour chart. It's also slightly below the T line. Can see, but money flow is looking reading at 50 and looking up. And MACD, a sign that this stock will soon become bullish. You can see where the MACD is a lagging indicator. You can see what is telling us. Looking at this histogram and this histogram, you see a sign of here that the market once they cross the blue, the blue one cross the red one up, that will give us a really good run for the stock. But let's look at a day chart. On a day chart, you can see that it's trying to come up, but still unable to take what we call to make a bullish and govern is still there. The bear is still in charge. We're able to cover this, but with that, I can see that money flow is still leading 54, which is good. For the sign that we're seeing on the MACD is not too good. MACD is about going bearish. Or if anything happen, I advise here. But you can see that the green is in green this morning after touching as high as almost 34, 35. For 134, 35, before coming down to that 130 now as we speak. Let's keep our class short for the stock. Let's quickly look at what is happening also. The top gainers, let's look at the Owando, finally Owando and the FCMB. Let's look at them. Let's look at Owando. Let's look at the Owando. Look at Owando and see. Owando on the big chart, you can see that it's not looking too good, but you can see where it is now around the 450, and the money flow is looking down and flat around to be the 67. It's also not too bad, but we're seeing that MACD is already telling us that there's in the kind of divergent now. You can see that MACD is coming down. There's weakness. Once it crosses what I confirm the bear, this for a day chart. Look at the 1 hour chart for the stock. 1 hour chart, also there's a sign of strength. You can see what the MACD is building up for, and money flow is shooting almost 48, 49. And you can see for me, was still trading slightly below the T line for 1 hour chart. Yeah, quick one, let's look at the FCMB, then we'll look at WAPCO to round it up. I said WAPCO is leading in volume this hour. Let's see how far WAPCO will go. Let's look at FCMB this hour. For FCMB in 1 hour chart, you can see that a strong this what called bullish engulfing. You can see that's almost covering all even the lost position here. You can see the let's try to sustain it. I thought 450 this morning. It's a good one if that moment is sustained. But if you look at 1 hour, the money flow is reading below what? Below 50, that's around 26. And MACD has confirmed a bullish trend already. This is a lag indicator already. That's a good sign. Let's see how far to go with that MFI, which is a money flow and also the chart. Let's quickly go to what a day chart for FCMB. On a day chart, you can see on a day chart, the stock is trading at 450 now. You can see that this is what the last you can see yesterday almost flat what it closed. You can see it here. You can see our money flow is looking up for me on a daily chart. We read almost 70, 68, 69, and MACD is becoming bullish. You can see where it is now. Once the blue line plus up, you can see this histogram down here. You can give me a sign. You can see the when it was coming down. Now an uptrend is going. That means you can see a bullish divergence already here. Once this is gone and support this, that will give us our money flow is already giving us a sign where the stock is going here on a daily chart. Quick one, look at WAPCO to run it up for today. Lafarge Africa on a day chart, you can see that it's still above the T line, trending, but it's like trending now, not making a good appreciation after it had touched the 27. I think that where it is now, it's still at that 27. About 27 something, 27 30, put that to 27, that is where it is now, it's transcending. And money flow is just looking up below 50, around 48. And MACD is still bullish on a day chart. For me, it's a good one for the let's look at this stuff for a weekly chart to see what it's saying. On a weekly chart, the stock is very, very strong. Above the T line, you can see it here, trading above the T line. Look at where money flow is 84, okay, 64 looking up, and MACD is positive. For me, this stock is good at this time. Yes, on this note, say thank you. Like I said, two people as well called for the coming masterclass. Those that want to benefit from the masterclass, for those that are in the group already, in the premium group, like I said, you enjoyed 25% discount. For those that are not that group, you get a flat amount of 50K. And I tell you that this masterclass is prepare us for what? For the second quarter, which will be, the usher end the incoming administration, and how can you take advantage of post-election rally and post-election work reforms that will drive some performance in some sectors and some quarters of the economy. You need to prepare yourself now and position. You don't wait to see those things manifesting and jump in. Those that enter early in the market now also want to jump in. That is why you need to learn how to position early. So keep sector that that benefit from whatever is happening in the economy right now, and when also we're expecting a new direction from the new administration. For that, I will say thank you and look forward to see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.